Talk to me honestly. I'm here. Talk to me honestly. I'm here.
Welcome to semifinals on a Tuesday night. It's a wonderful night for some Rocket League action, and I'm just excited to be here. I am joined by Starcoin Hero, and in tonight's semifinal match, we have Grand Canyon University versus San Jose State University, and it looks to be a pretty banger of a matchup because, well, we are in the semis. So, Starcoin, can you give us a quick idea of what you're expecting from these two teams?
Well, I am expecting some high level Rocket League because Grand Canyon University, they're sitting at 7-1, and San Jose State University, they're sitting at 8-0. So of course, San Jose, they're going to want to keep up that undefeated streak, and GCU, they're going to want to obviously take that away from them. But either way, no matter which way this game goes, which way the teeter totter favors, this is going to be a great game because you got two of the best teams in the entire thing. Like 7-1 and 8-0. Like I got a feeling that the winner of this match will go on to win the finals as well.
Oh, that's a very bold prediction because in the other semifinals tonight, we do have Redbird Esports against Timeless. And now Timeless is nearly a team comprised of just Supersonic Legends, and they've been running amok in the league. So that's a very bold prediction there, Starcoin, but I am all here for it. But these two teams for San Jose, they did beat, I believe it was Stanislaus in their quarterfinal matchup. And for Grand Canyon, they beat SEMO Esports. But that doesn't matter right now because they're in the semifinals and we're hopping straight into game one here. And it's already off to a blast with Voltex. He puts it high off the backboard, but Derive is getting that one deep as well. Toaster Doggo is going to try and run this one out. Good transition play, not a lot of boost, but is getting early challenge there. And my oh my, this is going to be a high tempo series if I ever saw one. Ooh.
Oh, absolutely. And one thing for this San Jose side is that you just got to stay focused on the game. Because, of course, whenever you are undefeated, you have that drive to have your undefeated season go all the way and win the finals. But you can't really focus on that. You got to take it one game at a time, not worry about winning it, focus about winning it, but not focus about your record. Just focus about the game at hand, the task at hand, and just making great plays and setting up your teammates.
Ooh, okay, so Grand Canyon is on blue side, San Jose is on orange side. And so far in the first minute, it's been fairly back and forth, a lot of high octane action here, and definitely a lot of aerial maneuvers as well, a lot of deep balls as well, and a huge save coming out of Commander there. But my oh my, that was a great save there. But Toaster Doggo trying to keep the pressure in, but Commander's there off the backboard. Now Voltex trying to make something happen. Beats it past one, doesn't have boost to beat it past the second, but he steals that corner pad. And now that's 3 Grand Canyons in the corner. Could this be an opening for San Jose right now?
I think it could have if they got there just a little bit closer, but I just couldn't recognize it. The tensions are high in the semifinal game. You got to win this to go on to the finals, so of course tensions are going to be high. But I think as we progress along this series, then they will be able to recognize more of that, because whenever you get past the first game jitters, then it starts getting just a little bit easier, in my opinion. Like, especially if you're doing good. If you're doing bad, you're doing, like, just getting demolished every game, then your mental's going to be pretty not the best. But if they can keep up, maybe pick this maybe 1-1 in the series, then they will be in a pretty good spot. Johnny should be back there to save it, but he's not. Central's going to find the net.
Oh, that was just kind of disgusting. Sendro falling up in his own ball there, puts it high, gets the boost pad, and then finds that wonderful redirect to put it on that far post. And just like that, Grand Canyon is up 1-0. Now this is a best-of-7 series, so teams can afford to drop one. They can afford to drop two, but more than that, and then it's really starting to get into dangerous territory where they could lose the series. For right now, Grand Canyon, they have a 1-goal lead with 2:40 left on the clock. San Jose needs to find the tying goal here if they don't want to drop this first game.
That they do. Halfway mark. Johnny's going to try to go up for it. I believe he tried to hit it with his wheels there to get that softer touch and just kind of angle it down towards the net, but he couldn't quite find it. Senzo's going to try to carry this through, but Voltek's going to undercut that, and there's Toaster Doggo trying to get that redirect. One thing I'm seeing a lot of from this San Jose side are some really great team coordinated plays and team organized play. I'm seeing just a lot of great team gelling and playing off each other. And if they can keep that up, then they are in a very good spot. And I got a feeling that they will bring this back in no time.
Yeah, but they're being matched right now by Grand Canyon. And I don't know about you, but this almost feels like I'm watching volleyball with how much airtime this ball is getting. It feels like it's never on the ground. But an excellent shot there to Derive as he finds that one just underneath the crossbar.
Yeah, the good old bar down, I think. Let me check that again. Yes, sir, bar down. Top right corner and in the net. GCU will take the 2-goal lead now with only 1:47 on this clock for the San Jose State University side to work with. And San Jose, they are coming out and they're actually pretty lackluster from what I expected. They just singled the beat though, and Baltics can't quite get it past them. It's still early in the series, so that can change. Like a flip of a switch, but at the moment, San Jose, they're gonna have to step this up if they want to try to take this game one.
Yeah, it feels right now that Grand Canyon, they're the ones dusting their opponents right now, always being first in the air, first to the challenge, and it's definitely paying dividends right now as Derive makes the play off the side wall there, but it's broken up there by It's Johnny. Kamana trying to make a follow through, but Voltex is there as well. Gets it deep. He has a bit of an open net here. He takes the shot, but it goes wide. It's over to It's Johnny. It's Johnny's going to look to come off the side wall. He has a bit of boost to work with, but Kamana's already there breaking up that play. And this is what I mean by Grand Canyon is just always there to challenge this ball.
You're absolutely right about that. Grand Canyon, they're playing perfectly at just getting in the face of San Jose and just shutting down those what should be booming shots, but they're just not. And lackluster. That's going to be a shot on target, but Johnny will be there to clear it. Great demo from Kaimana. 30 seconds left, and San Jose is still down by 2, and they're going to have to start getting some points on the board right now if they want a chance to stay in this game number 1.
Yeah, it just feels like Grand Canyon could be playing a bit of a flawless matchup right now. Baltex will need to save this on the wall, puts it off the backboard, but good bump. But it's Toaster Doggo coming up with a save on Derive shot there, trying to get this one out. It's going to go far back corner there. Now Commander doesn't get the read, but he's still okay. Voltex is there, and it's going to be game 1 in the books for Grand Canyon. They take the first game 2-0, and it just felt a bit of a smothering performance out of Grand Canyon there.
Yeah, I think San Jose were just a bit caught off guard by the aggression of GCU. They were getting all in their face and just shutting down everything they had to offer. They played pretty good offensively, but just it was the defense of Grand Canyon that were able to shut it down.
Yeah, you're right there. Grand Canyon, they just felt like they didn't leave any openings in their defense. And part of that is because of their midfield presence. They were always in the air, and they were always challenging early. So often I see teams fall a little bit short because they aren't being aggressive on their challenges. They're giving the opposing team too much time to work with, too much time to set up the ball. And we already saw glimpses of what could happen as San Jose is a very team-oriented play style, and they were definitely looking to set up some tic-tac-toe plays there as well. And if San Jose can start connecting those passes, those opportunities, I don't think they'll blow open scoring, but they'll definitely make this a much closer game. And Grand Canyon, they do have to be on their wheels right now if they want to stay in the lead, I should say.
I gotta agree with you there, because San Jose, they're not a bad team. They're going to come back with this. They're going to stay in the mindset of, okay, we're down by 1. Let's keep going. We might have found something that works. So on doing it, that's going to be a bounce off Central, and Johnny is going to smash it in. 8 seconds in.
Yeah, it's Johnny with a dunk, but Voltex with the setup there initially. And I guess that's how you do it. Just don't give Grand Canyon any time to set up. And right off the kickoff, they get their opening goal. So you've seen Grand Canyon play from ahead. Now it's up to San Jose to play from ahead and see how they hold on to their lead. But they already seem to have plenty of room to work with, as Commander was the only man back, and San Jose had 2 attackers up. And now Toaster Doggo breaks the play, but Commander still nudges the ball forward. Bit of a challenge here, doesn't get past Voltex though. But Central's on the wall. It's Johnny with the defensive touch, puts it in the corner, tries to get the pinch, not quite. Now Toaster Doggo trying to get the clear. But it seems like Grand Canyon's found a way to at least buy some offensive pressure right now.
That's they are, and that's what they haven't really been able to do yet, as San Jose was able to find the net in 8 seconds, something they were not able to do at all in game number 1. Voltek's going to go up. It was Johnny trying to find that pass play, but it just gets shut down by Grand Canyon. I believe Kamana's going to miss the ball, and Johnny's going to take it off the board. Oh no, this is dangerous. This is dangerous.
Oh, Sendril. Oh, like, It's Johnny had that read, like, from the moment that ball was in the air, he had that read there perfectly, and it nearly costed Grand Canyon. And It's Johnny with another shot on net, drive with the save. And now it's looked like a little bit of chaos for Grand Canyon, as they seem to not quite be double committing, but they definitely aren't rotating as well as they were in this first match, as It's Johnny puts this one high off the backboard. Derive is up for the challenge, and so it goes off wide from Metal with the transition play, but it gets broken up already. It's Johnny off the corner. It's heading towards the center, but Derive is there to clear it once more. Without boost, that could be it for that play, as once again, Toaster is keeping it in the offensive zone, and now it feels like Grand Canyon is the team getting smothered out.
Absolutely. San Jose are just keeping that one man at midfield, and he's just keeping that ball on the blue half of the field, not letting Grand Canyon University get anything offensive going. And that is something huge. Central's going to beat a man, but Johnny with a great save, and then they're clear from Toaster Doggo. But yeah, as I was saying, if you can keep someone at midfield to keep the ball in the opposition's half of the field, then they're going to be in pressure because they all have to stay back, and that'll also, like, passively starve them for boost because they can't really get any.
Oh, great pass there.
Take it.
Yeah, that was a great pass to Kamana, who had the shot. Derive with a soft touch there. Voltex has to make the save. It's still a bit of a softball there. Kamana tries to dunk it in, but can't quite find the dunk. It's Johnny's up. He puts it towards the corner. That's going to be a bit of a safe ball there. Derive can't quite control it, so Johnny nudges this one forward. It's his ball again, but he gets beat by Sendril. And, ooh, another great shot and another great save coming out of Voltex. San Jose definitely showing their defensive chops in this second half of this match.
That they are, and just as we were starting to applaud the San Jose offense for keeping the ball in control, it is Grand Canyon that is doing that now. And San Jose, they're trying to regain it back, and it looks like they've done it for the time being. Toaster Doggo, he's going to try the double tap, but it's just going to fall off and not quite going to find the net. A little bit over 130 left in this game. San Jose still leads Grand Canyon University. They're only down by 1, so they are still not out of it entirely. They're just going to have to try to tighten up on the attack.
Ooh. Oh, they were looking for a team pinch there in the air, and that would have been an absolute dirty play if they found it. But unfortunately, they were just a little bit off with those pinches. They're always tricky to get, I would say. But Voltex up in the air to challenge this. Toaster Doggo's next. He reads the ceiling bounce. Doesn't have the boost to follow through on the wall, but gets the corner pad. He's still up for the challenge. He challenges Kamina. It's a dead ball there. It's Johnny looking for the far post. Doesn't quite find it. Gets that boost pad as well. And I think Grand Canyon, they're going to get boost starved here with the pace that San Jose is forcing.
You're absolutely right, because you got your gunner that's playing aggressive and taking shots on goal. He's also going to be taking the goals at the back half of the field for GCU.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
Just fantastic play there. Toaster Doggo managed to get the one challenge, basically. It was a 50-50. It went in San Jose favor, and It's Johnny once again reading that bounce correctly, finding the second goal. And I think with 40 seconds left on the clock, San Jose is going to take this game 2 here and tie up the series.
I believe you are correct about that, unless Grand Canyon can pull the rabbit out of the hat. 30 seconds left, though. San Jose State University keeping full control over this ball. Great force 50 by Toaster Doggo to keep control of the ball and not have a crazy pinch happen that just gives up a free goal for the other side. 10 seconds left. Ball's going to bounce around. Central's going to take a shot, but it's going to be called a save. And this will be the game. 3, 2, 1. And now we just wait for the ball to touch the ground, and that will happen right now.
Just like that, game 2 does go over in favor of San Jose State University. And both teams have scored 2 goals apiece in 2 separate games. And both games were a shutout. So I don't know about you, but this series just seems extremely even no matter how you cut it. Both teams win by the same amount, they lose by the same amount. There was a few more shots this game than in the prior game, but overall, I can't really find any fault in either team's play because they are playing correctly. They're just not getting the fortunate bounces, the fortunate opportunities. But San Jose, I feel, did adapt pretty well to this game too. They picked up their tempo, and because of that, they were able to get out ahead of Grand Canyon's challenges and were able to find a lot of offensive room to work with, especially in the offensive end.
That they were, and one thing that you might have noticed was that Grand Canyon in game number 1, they're playing super in your face and just shutting down every attack that San Jose had, but they weren't really able to do that much. And I think one of those reasons was because they simply didn't have the boost for it. San Jose was just managing to starve them out really well, and they just couldn't do anything because they didn't have the boost for it. They couldn't get there fast enough. They couldn't get up high enough. And that was one of the big factors in San Jose taking that game 2 double.
So now it's game 3 with the series tied. At this point, it's basically a best of 5 with how the series is even. And once more, a little bit better than game 2 where there's no immediate kickoff goals. But it still seems like San Jose has a bit of the tempo. Derived trying to get this one out. Kamina's there, but no boost. And just kind of sails by the ball there. It's Johnny puts this one up for Toaster Doggo. Toaster Doggo off the backboard, but Derive is there, puts it down. And, Derive with a great touch. And, Voltex with an amazing save on Central there. And that's exactly what San Jose needs to do, as this could be a transition play, but it's Johnny puts this one high. Voltex is there, just puts it towards the side wall there, but it's Johnny with great challenge there. He puts it up. I think that's going to go for Voltex. Yeah, Voltex gets this one. He hits the shot on net, and it's a goal. San Jose takes the lead just under a minute in.
That was a perfectly coordinated team play. You see it's Johnny with the great setup. You see Toaster Doggo just causing a bit of chaos, taking up some space, and then Voltex with the beautiful show of mechanics, finding the net, and San Jose State will take the lead 1-0 with just under a minute taken off the clock. But more plays like that in San Jose, they are definitely going to be taking the lead in this series. It's just going to be up to this Grand Canyon University side to tighten up on defense and shut those plays down like they were doing in game number 1.
Yeah, so we did see Camino save there, and now Voltex ties that challenge, I'll say. That one went straight up in the air. Toaster Doggo with clear, Camino's on the wall, but doesn't quite get it. But that's okay, Derive is there, Voltex on the backboard, now Sendrill's up. He has a... it was near post, a little bit wide, but still a dangerous opportunity there. Now, Kamana, that's a bit of a dead ball there. Toaster Doggo cuts his rotation short. It's over to It's Johnny. It's Johnny's just a little too far ahead, but Toaster Doggo is there, puts it towards center field. Voltex is up, gets a bit of a soft touch, so this ball is still quite in the corner. Ooh.
Kamana with a great clear. Going to be Johnny going to try to knock that off course, but he's just going to get the demo, as now it's going to be San Jose trying to regain control. Derive's going to hit this off to the side. Voltex going to come up for it. It's going to go off the board, or no, it's going to get pinched between him and another player. Toaster Doggo is going to find the shot, but Central is going to pop it up. Voltex off the board, but it's Johnny.
There it is. The teamwork from San Jose coming through. They get in the passes, they're following up on one another perfectly, because all 3 members of San Jose had a shot on net in this sequence. And luckily, the 3rd man found the back of the net. But if all 3 members are getting one shot after another in the same sequence, that's absolutely disgusting to watch. And there's very little hope for Grand Canyon to really break up those plays. So hopefully they can get their wheels back underneath them, because I think San Jose, they've pulled the turf out from under them for sure.
You are absolutely right. This Grand Canyon side looks completely different than in game number 1. As Grand Canyon, everything they're doing is being shut down, and their defense is just being plucked apart. We reached the 2-minute mark, so we just got 120 seconds left to go. Grand Canyon still scoreless in this game number 3, and the offense of San Jose will not stop whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree with you there. They will not stop right now. And Central trying to make something happen with Toaster Dog was back. And it seems like it doesn't matter if San Jose stops their offense. They're already back on defense at the same time. It just feels like all three members are rotating so quickly. And it does feel a little bit smothering. Central with a good midfield interception. Drive puts this one up, but Toaster Doggo's there as well. He guides it wide with saving credit as well. And now it's up to Voltex to clear it. Central puts it into the midfield, but no one's there. So now it's a tic-tac-toe coming out from San Jose. And my, that looked like a dangerous ball, but it was going a little bit wide, and it gets cleared regardless. But Toaster Doggo's still there. Derive wins that challenge, puts it forward. Voltex getting demoed. Now it seems like the aggressive play styles are coming out of both teams, getting a little bit more physical on the pitch.
They are with just under a minute to go. Grand Canyon University, they might be trying to pull out all the stops. They're still down by 2, so they need to find 2 goals in just under 50 seconds now. Kaimana's going to try to clear this off the wall and try to find a redirect, but the clock is ticking, and they are not putting anything on that scoreboard. As I've been talking, 20 seconds been taken off, so they got to get something now.
Yeah, you say that they need to get something now, but I think San Jose is like, now is subjective because they won't be finding something in the rest of this game because they have not let up this offensive pressure. And it's Johnny with the follow through once again, tries to get that far post shot, but just a little bit wide once again. But either way, it creates the pressure. It kills the seconds off the clock, and Voltex with another save as well. Coming off the backboard, Toaster Doggo with the clear as well. And the final seconds of this game are ticking down. Now it just needs to hit that green AstroTurf, and this will be Game 3 going in favor of San Jose State University.
San Jose, they are completely in their groove. Grand Canyon University, of course, they came out swinging in game number 1, and then in game number 2, San Jose were able to just find the weaknesses of Grand Canyon University. They were able to start for boost, play a bit more aggressive, and just generally shut down both the offense and the defense of Grand Canyon University. But then game number 3, they were acting as a complete unit. And if they keep this up, then I don't know if we'll even see a game 6 or 7. Grand Canyon University has got to find something that works because they are just getting stomped.
Yeah, and it's hard to know what they need to do to change it up right now because there was a one-shot difference between these two teams. It was just one-shot difference. So both teams are finding the offensive opportunities. It's just that San Jose, they have 6 saves, I believe, which is saying something. They're getting back on defense. They're blocking the net. They're not letting Grand Canyon through. And part of that is that they are buying themselves time to reset because they have so much offensive pressure. They have the boost priority. So Grand Canyon, they need to find a way to control the ball in the offensive zone and get out of their defensive zone just for a little while. And I think they can manage something. But that was a dangerous ball by Toaster Doggo as we kick off the 4th game.
And something you said about control, one way that you can regain control back is by getting rid of the opposition. Like if they're taking up space, go send someone out to just bump them or demo them. That will clear up space, and that might give you a little bit of breathing room. And if you can find that breathing room, then you will be in a much better position. But Voltex is just not going to let that happen because he's going to find the net once again, and San Jose State University will take the 1-0 lead. Toaster Doggo just in there.
Well, Toaster Doggo did the hard work by winning that challenge, and then Voltex was just there to ensure that it went in. And good thing as well because they had a Grand Canyon defender right on his bumper anyways. But either way, that's once again San Jose with the lead. And so far in every game in this semis tonight, the team who scored first has won the game. So Grand Canyon definitely has to be a trend breaker right now if they want to stay in this series.
You are right about that as minutes has passed, and we have not seen any attacking from the Grand Canyon side. It has been all San Jose. They've had like a couple of just long shots here or there, but no formulated offensive attacks. It has just all been San Jose in that regard. But one thing I'm not seeing, and I brought this up in the pregame, was demos and bumps. We have not seen any demos or bumps at all, really, from either side. So I think if Grand Canyon University can find those bumps, find those meaningful demos, then they will be in a much better spot. But it's just something they're not really doing at the moment.
Yeah, I do agree with you that they do need to find some way to disrupt the San Jose offense, because they're just obliterating Grand Canyon right now. They are carving their way through their defense faster than the river ever formed the Grand Canyon, that's for sure. And Voltex once more with a save, and I feel like that's being the other story of the night, is this Voltex being an absolute monster as a goaltender right now.
I can't say I disagree with you. Voltex is an amazing goalkeeper, but you got to give credit to all three of the members, because it's Johnny and Toaster Doggos, they're being the gunners. Voltex has had a couple of great shots, and then there's Voltex, what it's looking like he's usually the third man that is just staying back, watching the goal and holding down the fort, and it's working very well.
I saw that rocket going in, and once again, that top right corner is where they find success. And so this is the first time that these teams have been tied after a goal has been scored as well. So Grand Canyon already breaking one of the trends. Now they need to continue this work again, and that was a passing play they were able to set up there with a rocket of a shot. So if they can set a few more of those up, it could be success. And Commander was looking for one there, but Voltex once more with the save. And in game 3, Voltex was the leader in saves as well.
And there you see right there the demo from Kaimana. If Kaimana did not get that demo, that was a for sure goal for San Jose University. That's what I was talking about for demos and how crucial they are to winning and defensive stops. And of course you could use them on offense too. If you're trying to set up a pass play, you could just send someone out, hey, go to the side, bump the demo, or bump the goalie and just push him to the side and get that net open for us. That is why demos are so important, and that's why I'm questioning why I haven't really seen them get used until now.
Well, to be fair, both these teams have had quite the aerial start to this game, and aerial demos are a little bit harder to follow through with, and it also takes you out of the game as well. But now in the later games of the series, it's definitely become more of a ground game for these teams, which is why the bumps that we are seeing have been more impactful.
That is one thing that is true. Whenever it's a more aerial game like we were seeing in game 1 mostly, but also a little bit in game 2, the bumps are a little bit harder to find, but I think it's been San Jose finding that just the ground attack can work pretty well against this team, and GCU, the way to combat that is going to be going for demos, and I've seen them do a lot more of it in this game number 4, and it's been working pretty well. They're tied up 1-1, 30 seconds left. So now we're just going to be focused on, both of these teams are going to be focusing on trying to get that last goal. Don't even want in overtime. We want to end this in regulation.
Yeah, regulation's always the dream, especially with the clock ticking down. We're into the final 10 seconds right now, and a goal now would be the dream. But it's San Jose with the offensive pressure right now. Sendril puts it across into the midfield. Voltex is there. It's over to It's Johnny with a shot, but it was immediately challenged there. Toast Chicago now, but that will be overtime in game 4. So both these teams have started to figure each other out. So kickoff goes towards Grand Canyon. It's a bit of a dangerous ball right now, but no one's quite there yet to take advantage of it. And Sendril, he finds it with the redirect there, and just like that, Grand Canyon takes game 4 in overtime.
10 seconds in too, and I believe it's Johnny just overshoots it a little bit, just gets a little bit too high, as I believe Sendril, it was Sendril that got that goal. He went low, and it's Johnny went up high, and they just did not connect. The ball rolled right on in, and Grand Canyon University tied the series up at 2 apiece.
And the important thing to note is that in this game 4, it was Grand Canyon out shooting San Jose by double the amount. It was 8-4 in terms of shots, and while San Jose still had 6 saves. They didn't save them all. And, 75% save ratio is still decent overall. But, it's a 1-goal game. And, well, those 2 missed saves definitely cost you there. So it's a tied series once more. And we move into basically a best of 3 territory. So, Starcoin, what are your thoughts after that match?
Grand Canyon University, they were able to find out what San Jose was doing, and they were able to shut that down. They were implementing more demos than in games 1, 2, and 3. And I got a feeling that's going to be the way to go with it forward. That was a good competitive game. Both of these teams were able to get on the board, and both of these teams were able to find what works and were able to exploit that. And now that both of these teams have been able to do that in the same game, it's going to be a lot more interesting.
Yeah, a lot more interesting as Toasted Doggo tries to make a solo play there. He was close to being the hero there. Voltex hard off the backboard. Derive with a soft touch there. Commander tries to follow this one through, but it's Johnny with the breakup there. Now Sendril sends it towards center field there, but no one's there to challenge that one. But Sendril's going to be caught out of position right now, but that's okay. Derive is back. It's Johnny catches the ball in the corner there. He misses the second touch, so Derive puts this one on net. But Toaster Doggo is back for it. Commander up. Voltex is up as well. And it seems like this game 5 is quick, it's fast, and it's furious right now.
That it is 45 seconds in, and it feels like we've been here for 4 minutes with how much action we have seen. Toaster Doggo tries to find the redirect, but Commander's going to save that away. I believe he just tried to hit a flick, but he didn't have the boost for it.
I think that's why he tried, because he didn't have the boost to follow through for it. But Sendril puts this one into that back left corner as well. Derive is there for the challenge. Command is there. It's the crossbar. It's the 4th man on the field coming up with a huge save for San Jose right now. And Voltex doesn't quite get the read there. And Kamado with an early challenge. Derive is there. He's going to be on net. He's going to find the go-ahead goal for Grand Canyon.
Wow, look at that. Derive just finding the top of the net, top middle, I'd say. And now for the first time in this series since game number 1, San Jose is on the back foot. Grand Canyon takes the lead. About 3:37 on this clock, still left to play. But for the first time since game 1, San Jose is on the back foot, and they're even worse on the back foot now.
Yeah, I think it's Johnny might be a little rattled, and Voltex was forced deep into the net, tries to come out, and if he rode up the back of the net and out, maybe had that save, but that's hindsight for you. And right now, Grand Canyon, they're sitting pretty with a 2-goal lead. And basically, whoever scores 2 goals has won the game.
You are right, because the scores have been a 2-0 for game 1, 2, and 3, and then game 4 was 2-1. So now, GCU sitting at a very good spot, because by the history of this series, the 2-goal team has been the winning team. And of course, let's talk about what this game of the series would mean for the series. It's 2-2. This is the best of 7. So a win right here, that's match point. That means you only need to win 1 more. So this is a very dangerous game to be down in. So San Jose, they know that. So they're going to start playing maybe a little bit more aggressive. Maybe they start panicking a little bit. But you just got to stay calm.
Ooh, panicking wouldn't quite be the thing to do yet, but I do agree they may need to start throwing the kitchen sink at Grand Canyon, maybe the spare tire in the wrench while you're at it, maybe the jack if you feel like you need the extra pick-me-up. But right now, San Jose, they're definitely feeling like their tires are a little flat, as Grand Canyon seems to have the momentum, seems to have the tempo. And right now, Toasted Doggo does put it deep. It's Johnny with the follow through, doesn't quite find it. And now Kamana basically has an open field. It's going to hit that near post. And Sendril tries to follow through, but Toasted Doggo with the challenge. Toasted Doggo doesn't beat the ride for the challenge. Now Kamana is there as well. And suddenly, it feels like Grand Canyon have ripped out the pages from San Jose plays book.
Yeah, it looks like Johnny with a great 50 as well. Toasted Doggo going to try to set it up, but it's going to be Kamana with the clear. A little bit under 2 minutes left. 2-goal lead still by Grand Canyon, and the offense of San Jose has just been completely shut down. As I say that, but it's
there it is. Whew. Okay, so San Jose is 1 goal back. Toastadago off the wall. It's Johnny with the shot. Then Voltex with the goal. And it definitely does feel like San Jose has to commit 3 to get these goals. They do have to go all in on offense if they want to get these goals. And when they have, it's worked out for them. It is a bit risky there, but it's something that they need to do. As Toastadago was looking for something, it's Johnny who's going to be looking for something, but Drive is there first. Drive puts it for it's Johnny in the corner. Johnny trying to run it back, but Voltex is there. He has a bit of an open net there. It's going to be near post. Kamana with the clear. It's Johnny not getting the right pinch that he wants, but Toastadago follows through. It's going to be a pass into center field. Now it's over to Central. Central sends it deep to the back right corner. It's coming out. It's Johnny. He has a little bit of boost to work with. Does he find the next touch? He does. It's going to be a shot on net, but it's also saved by Kamana. And this last minute is going to be crucial.
You're absolutely right. To San Antonio, they're still down by 1. And Central, he will have the boost to get back there, but I was getting a little nervous there. Voltex gonna find the goal again! This is tied up!
Voltex, MVP. He was MVP on defense, and now he's showing up on offense. So it's Johnny with the wall, ceiling pass there, and Voltex reads it right, puts it right on target. And with 30 seconds left on the clock too, it's a tied game.
Yeah, 2-2 tied game. And this is something we have not seen. We've seen 2-0s and 2-1s. We've never seen anything more than 2, but we're gonna see it this game. So let's get a little bit hyped for that. 30 seconds left, and it is the San Jose side that's coming out swinging after the kickoff. Kamana with a great unintentional bump right there. That might have just saved the goal. 15 seconds left.
It probably did save the goal, and Toastadago not quite finding the opportunity there. It's Johnny back. They have the bump. They have the goal. And a great team effort off of a mistake by San Jose, and Grand Canyon will find the go-ahead.
And it's Johnny there was nothing he could do. That is why bumps are so influential. GCU takes the lead with 6 seconds left and will most likely take this game 5 and will take us to match points. There's going to be another booming shot. Voltex not going to get there in time. Grand Canyon University are on match point.
Yeah, they're on match point there. They shot 9 shots. Their offense is finding their groove right now. Every game, they're finding a few more shots, and slowly but surely, it's starting to poke holes in San Jose. But San Jose also with 9 shots as well, so a very even game across the board. It just happened to be Grand Canyon found the extra team play there, found the goalkeeper bump, and just like that, they're on match point. So, it's a spicy game 6, isn't it, there, Starcoin?
It absolutely is, and that bump, just chef's kiss, mwah. It was amazing. That was just very unfortunate timing for the San Jose side, as it could have happened earlier, but no, it had to happen 10 seconds before the end of the game while we were tied, and completely gave Grand Canyon University the win. But you just got to move past it, keep your head in the game, and try not to get too nervous, because you know your opposition only needs 1 more game, and you need 2. But you got to stay focused, and you just got to take this 1 game at a time, assess the situation, see what worked last game, see what didn't work last game, do more of what worked, do less of what didn't work. It's not rocket science, it's Rocket League.
Yeah. It's still rockets. It's still science. It just may not be rocket science. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because we're just here for the high octane action. And that's a bit of a floater. And it gets cleared out by Sendro there. It's Johnny now with a chance at the ceiling, but Kamana is there. He's going to clear it over to Drive over to Voltex. Voltex puts that one back down for Sendro. Sendro with a shot. It's a hard shot there. It probably was a little bit high, but Toastadago made the save regardless. It's Johnny has room to work with in center field. Still has boost. He's going up for it, but the Rive dusts him, and now Voltex has to get the next touch there. But it doesn't matter. His Kamana already sends it back deep. Toastadago back out with the clear. Drive over to It's Johnny, and now it's over to Voltex. Voltex does beat Kamana there as well. but Toasted Dog was demoed on the back half, so now it's just the two of them on offense. Not much, but a back pass for Doggo. Great map awareness there, and now it's Grand Canyon trying to make the play happen. Sendro does get the touch there, but Voltex has the read, and now it's Johnny with the challenge. He has room to work with, but no one's quite there. Toasted Doggo with the shot and Derive with an epic save.
That was great save. And there was an opportunity for San Jose to get something going, but the demo from Grand Canyon on Toasted Doggo just delayed him enough that forced San Jose to pass back. Derive, power sliding, tries to get it over Johnny, but Johnny just gets up there a little bit too fast. A little bit over 3 minutes to go. We're still scoreless in this game number 6.
Yep, still scoreless, which is hard to imagine with the action that we've seen so far. But Sendro finds a great pinch clear there, and Voltex was looking dangerous with that shot. Now Toasted Doggo trying to make something happen, but it doesn't quite come through. So this one gets boomed over to the left back corner there, and Voltex is there, Command is there. Puts it into midfield right there. Toasted Doggo over to Voltex. Voltex has room to work with. He cuts it a little bit too tight and puts it wide on the near post.
Just a little bit over halfway to go. Toasted Doggo going to try to carry it. Sendro is going to get up there, though, and make a great save to keep us scoreless. Now it's Johnny doing the same thing. Johnny gets the demo, but it's not going to make anything happen. Now, a little bit over halfway. Both of these teams have had a couple of offensive showing, but it's going to be Grand Canyon to find the board first. And now SJSU are on the ropes.
Yeah, Derive finding his own bounce there, because that bounce would have gone high off the crossbar, but he found it. He keeps it in. He keeps it under that crossbar. And just like that, Grand Canyon has the lead in this game 6. And with 2 minutes left on the clock, it doesn't matter. Command made that save? What? What?
It was... Oh, no. That was Johnny's chance to tie this game up. But he just hits it a little bit too high, and it's off the board. Kaimana going to try to find the double tap, maybe a triple tap, but no. And now Johnny, he's doubting himself. He loses control of the ball. He's just getting, like, all out of it. You got to stay calm with the situation. Mistakes happen, but you can't let them affect you like that. Because that was so close to being the 2-0 lead for GCU, and really close to being the ice on the series.
It's Johnny trying to make something happen there. But Voltex has to rush back to make the save. Derive is there as well, but Toasted Doggo gets the clear, has the boost, doesn't find the follow through though. His Commander knocks it up for Derive. Derive, he finds the second goal at 1 minute 17 seconds left on the clock, and this could be game 6 in the books. I think that's what we're looking at here, Starcoin.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there. GCU takes the 2-0 lead, and San Jose State University is just looking all out of whack, and they're just not playing like they were playing in these games number 2 and 3. And I got a feeling that we might just be done in 6, as Grand Canyon, they're just staying aggressive, keeping the ball on the orange side of the field, not letting San Jose get any room to breathe. Derive's going to take it off the board. Sindle's not going to have the angle on it, and they're just going to let the time go off because they are in the better position and they know it. San Jose, they're going to have to find something to get. They're going to have to find a way to get something going in this last minute if they want a chance to keep this series alive.
Yeah, we're just over 30 seconds left on the clock. If they get a goal now, they could be in it, but I think they won't be able to. So Voltex, he's dribbling the ball. He's trying to carry it through. He's trying to dirty dangle down the field, but it doesn't quite find it. It's over to It's Johnny. It's Johnny on the far post, but it's a little wide. Another heartbreaking opportunity for San Jose. And now Voltex, desperate off the backboard. It's over to It's Johnny, but a great challenge on Central keeps the ball free. And with 10 seconds left on the clock, I think it's mathematically impossible. It's a heartbreaker for San Jose, but credit where credit is due. As the ball hits the turf, it's going to be Grand Canyon University with their win in the semifinals. It took 6 games, but they did it pretty cleanly overall, I would say.
That they did. They win the series 4-2 with San Jose University. that game 5 and 6, the end of game 5 and really the entirety of game 6, they were just not in it and they just were falling apart. It's Johnny had two crucial shots on goal that would have tied him up if they hit it, but you just couldn't find the accuracy and it was off the post and the board. And Grand Canyon was able to take advantage of that and take the game 2-0 and take the series and end the undefeated season of San Jose.
Yeah, San Jose, they looked promising there. They had 10 shots in that game 6 as well. They matched Grand Canyon for offense. The only difference is that they were a little bit off their shooting range and their shots were a little bit wide because they did have more saves than Grand Canyon. So just Grand Canyon just was a little bit more on target, which is a heartbreaker. But honestly, in that game 6, I can't believe it wasn't tied up at 1 with that one shot. But Kamana there with that huge save, I think that was the play that broke San Jose's back. And you could almost see their tires deflate after that. As you mentioned, Johnny, he started looking a little bit rough, but overall, San Jose, you are sent packing. Now, Starcoin, I'm gonna have to ask Grand Canyon, what do they have to improve on for the finals? Because they did lose 2 games in this series. So what do they have to improve upon?
That's a hard one, honestly, because they're playing really well. So if they keep playing like that, if they played like they did in that game number 6, and like especially in that, I believe it was game number 2 and 3, then they are going to be a hard team to stop. So just watch some film and just try to do that again. Try to do that again. Simple as that.
Yeah, they beat one undefeated team, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't have the results for the other semifinals right now, but if Timeless makes it through, they will also be an undefeated team as well. So that means Grand Canyon will have to play upset again, ending another team's flawless season if they want to win the finals. But with that said, that does wrap it up here tonight on GG Leagues Elite Winter Rocket League action. It was an exciting semifinals. It only went to 6 games, but we had overtimes, we had demos, high octane aerial performances, and I'm a little bit winded. But your cowcasters for the day have been Starcoin Hero and myself, Stims, and we've had Storm Warrior for production. So thank you, Mr. Production. You're appreciated. But make sure you check everyone out on Twitter, on Twitch. Give us likes, give us follows, so that way you can catch the finals when they show on stream.